Today we are organizing a friend's pantry. It is a lot of food to go through, and we're gonna start to see if something is old and take that out. So let's start. As I told, I'm gonna start going through all of the food and take out the pieces who is old. And this take a little time, and I think I spent at least 1.5 hours in here, probably close to 2 hours, and that was okay for me. This is a really big pantry in my eyes, and my pantry is a lot smaller because I actually don't now have a pantry. Had this in my other apartment, but not in this one. And I feel that the problem who can come when you have this big pantry is that if you don't chop your own pantry and fill up from the back, you're gonna find old food. Because if you shop and just put it up on the shelf, you're always gonna take the one in front. You're never gonna take the one from the back. And the food in the back gonna be old. I'm gonna put all the old food here, and then I'm gonna ask my friend if she wants this or not. And my friend here have a lot also of the same. So bread, you can have like 10 package of the same, like crispy bread. I also find like a sauce. They had, I think, 8 or 10 of the same. And if you know you're gonna eat that much, go for it. But if you're insecure, don't buy so much. And I think, yeah, I understand that people want to have a lot of food home now when the world is chaos like this, and it's war, it's threat from other country, and I understand. But at the same time, I feel it's so many people right now in the war also who suffer and don't have food on the table. Children who can't eat in the world. And with that said, I feel like have the food you're going to eat, but don't store food just in case. Have so you can eat for 1 week. I think they say in Sweden we're gonna have food for 1 week or 1 month. It's a little different what they say here. I'm not 100% sure. But I can see in this pantry it's food for more than 1 month. And the thing is, it's get old. And you have to take it to the trash when someone else could have eat this. This is just the mindset I have. But we all are different, and I don't judge anyone. You do what you do. But I just want to say, for me, it's important that I eat the thing I buy. But I have not always been like this. I have also bought a lot and had to take out a lot. But I'm not like this anymore, and I try to take care of what we have. Sometimes it's vegetable who get bad in the in the fridge. We have to take it out. Sometimes shit happens. Like a couple of days ago, everything was frozen. we eat that, but the cucumber went really moisturized. Like, then we have to take it out, of course. But dry food, I feel just with dry food, you shouldn't get old because you can actually store this for so many years. So I feel like you have to have the mindset here if you want to store the food that put the new food in the back and the older food in the front, which is how they do in the store. Do exactly the same home and don't buy anything. If you already have 8 package, why do you need to buy more? Wait until you're down then to like 2 package and then fill it up. This is just my mindset. You are really I really feel that you can put a comment here if you feel different than me, and I like I say, I don't judge anyone, and yeah, put a comment, and if you have some other mindset than me. Okay, took me 30 minutes to check all the dates here. And this I have to ask my friend about because this is date who is, this stuff is old. So I need to ask her if she still wants this or if we can get rid of this before I start to organize all of this. It's good to clean also at the same time. So I'm gonna clean and go through all of this because it's a lot of crumbs. So I make it nice for her. And she went through the basket I had with all food, and this is what she want to have, still have, and the rest is gonna go out. And that's why it's so important to shop your own food before you go to the store, so you don't end up with having so much to throw out. And it's always take little time to figure out the best solution. And I need to see, because she have gluten-free stuff and regular. So I need to separate these 2 categories. But at the same time, I want to do the best organization I can. So therefore I have to think little how I'm gonna do it. And as I always do when I organize, I put liked items together. And here I need to separate gluten-free and regular, of course. And that's why I have different baskets for different stuff. And I must also say that I didn't buy anything for this. This is what they had. I used what they had. And you don't always have to go out and buy a container when you're going to organize something. Look what you have. Then, if you see, like, oh, I really need this because it should be better, go out and buy this. But don't start with going out and buy organization bins, because you're going to end up with a lot of empty organization bins at the end when you declutter. And now I talk about when you declutter other stuff also, not only food. And here you see me put, you see all the sauces up there where I work now. And I put all the liked items there because this family like to eat sushi. And sometimes they also do their own sushi. That's not my thing, I just say, but we all are different. And I try to put here all the stuff who belong to the Asian kitchen that they like to do. And this is how I think, like, where you're gonna look for it, and probably you're gonna look for it together with the other stuff, and try to organize it that way, because it's gonna be better in the end. And also, if you organize other part of your home, put the stuff where you're gonna look for it. If you need the scissor in the bathroom, store it in the bathroom. If you fix your plants in the kitchen, try to have the pots in the kitchen. And I think you understand my mindset here. It's the same, like if you dress in the bedroom, store your clothes in the bedroom. Because it's easier for the brain to handle it if it's easy in the home. Probably a little bit confusing what I say. I hope it's not. I hope you understand what I mean about this. But think also before you organize. Think what you need. And here you see me try different things forward and back. And that is exactly how it is to organize in a good way. You have to figure out the best solution. And the best solution don't gonna come at the beginning. You're gonna see what's worked for you. And here, the same thing that I told in another video where I helped another friend with clothes, like last video I had. The people who live here need to fix it, what's worked for them. So if they want to move around the stuff I put, yeah, do that. And that's why also this probably works for them where they store the stuff. So I try to keep the bigger stuff where I find it. Like this, for example, you see me dry now. I left it where I find it because probably this is where they're gonna look for it. And here they had also the same liked items in different places. This is what I do when I organize. I put them together. So it's be better to find them when they look for it. So I just help them out I don't change the solution. And that's a big difference when you help someone else.
Never really know what's going on. Look at me sometimes like all you want to do is run. Hear me out, hear me out. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want to know. Secret start in your heart so slow. But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know. Losing almost all my energy. It's getting hard to talk to you, and I'm the only one who speaks. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want to know. Secret start in your heart so slow. But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know. Here we go, turning all the wrongs into rights. Here we go, you can take me there tonight. Whoa, this life is all yours. Whoa, I can't stay if you can't let it go. I never really know what's going on. And even when you're next to me, I feel like you were gone. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want to know. Secret start in your heart so slow. But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know. If you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know.
This was also old, and this was hidden, and they still want this because it's just 2 months old. So I'm gonna put this here where the food is so they actually can see it. If you have a lot of this container like this, always put the lid together with the container, because or else you're not gonna find it. And it's okay to do it like this if you have a smaller space, because you're still gonna find them together, but don't have the box in one place and the lid in another, because it's gonna be hard to find a matched one. And when you go through all of this, make sure that every container have a lid. final result. And this is hard because all of this stuff should be here. And it's a little bit mix of everything because here is appliances for the kitchen, it's food boxes, it's bag, shopping bag, and also composting bags. It's a little bit personal stuff here, like electronic, and it's recycling here and also some bags here. So I just organize it. And here, I didn't touch up here, it's like snacks. And then I have put like baking here. I had to take a bigger box than she had before because it was a lot of baking stuff. And then I moved this here that I find here. So they actually can eat this before it gets really old. And I didn't touch down here, just leave it. Organized here. Put the snacks in here. This is the gluten-free pasta. This is the regular pasta. Potato, rice. I put this here that I didn't find any place for behind me. And then I put the coffee, chocolate, and a little bit of dessert things here. And then I put up the Coke who was on the floor, and this I haven't touched. So yeah, I think I'm done with this, and I hope my friend be pleased with this thing, and that she actually now eat the food before it's get too old. Thank you for watching, and I see you in the next video. Bye bye!